Good evening, gangers and hangers on. I have been exploring the wastes and I've come into the hive, into the dead zones, and I have found a new area. Look at this. A gamma complex from TT Combat. I know. I got mine from guys that game. Always look for your local stockists, your local friendly gaming stores and other places as that's where you find the discounts. But yeah, this is, I mean, it's cheap compared to a lot of scenery out there, so I definitely want to give it a go. A lot of stuff, a lot of MDF. That's what we're looking at here. Bits of it look quite complicated. Am I intimidated? Maybe a little bit. A quick read of the front. Modular, obviously, all these bits are separate and you can put them together in your own configurations, is my guess. It mentions here that there are instructions, but they're on the internet, so you need to go to TT Combat to look for those. So shall we have a look in? Shall we have a look inside? Go on then. Ready for entry. But how will I get into this well-secured, futuristic, highly technologically advanced zone? I think I will have to hark back and call upon tradition. Yes, I will need to use Caliburn. Yes. Into the future, the past will move, and Caliburn rises again from its stone, held until it is needed to attempt ingress, half successfully, into this well-secured MDF bundle. I think we're in. I think we're winning now. There we go. Caliburn, obviously unable to be stopped in its quest, and there we go. We're in. Bits of crinkly plastic there to get rid of that in a proper and environmentally suitable manner. And as I say, no instructions. However, that I think will be a useful guide nonetheless, so that I can see what is going on. So let's have a look. My goodness, that's a lot of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces of MDF there. Oh, what a challenge, but what a good challenge nonetheless. So all quite a thick grade I'd put forward. Lots of bits falling out as you would want. You don't want to be cutting small bits out, do you? And damaging the stuff too much. You want the minimum work possible. Great. Let's have a look at these one at a time. In brief, as I'm no expert, I don't know what they do yet. So bear with me, and I value your patience greatly. All of you out there, denizens of the hive. Right. Let's go one at a time. Small bits, long bits. Those look to be tops of towers that would go around the outside. These, I don't know what they do yet at all. Yeah, lots of grids, walkways perhaps. Lots of little bits on each sprue, very closely designed this is. Here we look like we've got the top of the towers, or at least part of the structure of them. There we are. Columns, maybe you might call them, or towers. What would you call those? Railings? Let's have a look. Railings, or even barricades, little barricades down there as well. So yeah, maybe one of either of those. It'll all become clear as we're making it up. There we go. Same again. Walkways, very important, and this is why I want this stuff. For me, Necromunda, which I'm playing a bit of at the moment, is about height. It's not about going along the floor. No. When I used to play it, I'm going to wax lyrical now about the old days, I do apologise. Back in the day, it was all about getting off the ground and having adventures on walkways that you could get shot off with shotguns. It was all part of the fun, more tops and parts of towers, the horizontal parts of them, I imagine. More supplementary stuff there, which I don't quite understand. My guess is that's got something to do with the sides of the towers, because there does seem to be a lot of it. So we'll see. More of that. So these seem to be the technical constructive pieces. More kind of walkways, perhaps. Well, not walkways so much as grids to stand on. I don't quite know yet. And then more railings, barricades, etc. And more of the same there. And the same way. Oh, I don't know. Clips of some sort. Now these little clips here do seem to appear on a lot of the sprues. And I don't quite know what these are yet. There are a lot of them, so I think that they're important. And then a repeat of, oops, see all the bits coming out. As I said, it's not a bad thing, that just means it's well cut. And I don't have to poke them out with a scalpel and damage everything. So yes, here we are, more tops, it looks like, or levels of column or tower, and more barricade stroke railings. So there we go, there's a quick look at all of the sprues. And there are a lot of them. So I've downloaded the instructions, and just to give you a pointer, the little graphic in the top right here gives you a clue on the instructions part of the website. It goes to the bottom of the page, and there's a little instructions tab there, and this gives you an idea of where in the instructions area you need to go. So that little graphic there of the kind of futuristic looking picture will give you a clue. There are other pictures there on the product that you've bought, and that should get you onto the right page so that you can search for your particular project, and then you download onto your phone or your computer from there. Wonderful. Our first two little bits of tower done. Super stuff. I actually turned them upside down. I found it difficult to do it from the ground up. So I put the slats in, the vertical slats in to the big disc first, and then I found it easier to manoeuvre the pegs into the holes of the little ring, because I could get my fingers in and manoeuvre them back and forth, and that was a lot easier for me. So I don't know if that's going to be easier for you guys. Just me personally, that was a lot easier. These discs at the top here, which come in the bottom of the lower ring, go on top with a little T-joint that you'll see in the photographs. They are designed, I believe, to fit like so onto each other. There we are. Super. It's not quite dry yet, so not hurt it too much. So there we go. That's part of the modularity of the whole thing. How clever is that? It's quite sturdy actually. It doesn't lock in, but doesn't need to. It's just a guide, and yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see if it works the other way around. I believe it does. What a great start. Very impressive, and looking forward to moving on. Ooh, getting technical now. So I've done this little base for the next type of tower. Looks great. So these little bits here have got little holes in the bottom. They'll hook onto these nubs coming out. So they'll go all around, which is great. I think that every 3 of them has to be one of these. And I think these little rungs, little steps go into those holes, which we'll see in a bit. So I think it's one of those, and then 3 of these here, and then another one, and then another 3, and so on. I think that's true because in the top plate there we've got what looks to be one peg and a hole every so often, and then 1 in 3 of them there are 3 pegs and holes, if that's visible there. So that's what indicates to me that that's the right way to do it. Let's hope I'm right, shall we? Now, I changed the MO a little bit here from the photos. I actually went from the top again because the hooks here are easier to put in second. So you put these horizontal slats into the top, and then you have the ability to manipulate them more easily over the pegs there. So just suggestion, start from the top again. There we go. I think maybe a theme with this kit. My goodness, I think, he says, I think I've made everything up now. There are a few little bits extra on the sprues where they're kind of standard. So a few extras there, which I might try and make something with ad hoc. But I think we've finished everything that's in the in the pack, in the instructions. So we've got these kind of, I'm going to call these cooling towers. I'm sure that's not what they are, but they're kind of columns, but I'm going to call them a cooling tower because that just helps me remember what they are. So we've got these little runners up the side. There's a reason for those, and we'll go into that later. We've got these kind of gantry, scaffoldy, Meccano looking ones, which are ace, and they are shorter and can be stacked up one on top of another, as we explained. There we go, lovely. Those over there, and then we've got these other taller skeletal numbers with stairs, big stairs, stroke walkways going up the top. So I've got 3 of these, 4 of those, and 2 of those as well, and they look pretty darn cool. I think they're going to look even more ace when the paint's on them. So in addition, a couple of ladders there, and they've got these natty little clips on the side. Let's see if we can see those on the camera. Ooh, can we see them? Yeah, there we go. I think you can see them there. Brilliant. And they just clip onto the side of things, like so. There you go. Super. And they also go onto the side of these cooling towers, these little runners that I teased. They are the right size to fit all of the clips for the rest of the system as well. So that's ingenious indeed. So a couple of ladders, got these barricades as well. Obviously you can sit them on the top if you like, and on the ground's more likely, isn't it? So perfect, great stuff, 4 of those. Then 20, I think, 20 odd of these. I think that's most of them. Also barriers, and they stand up on their own, like so, but they've also got these little clips on the side, and again, they are for clipping in to the bits of scenery, so you can put them all the way around if you wanted. There you go. Put another one on that side, so we can have cover from both directions. Super. I could even put them going down, couldn't I, for a more crenulated effect. So there you go, lovely. I'll leave those there for the moment. There we go. Oh, as I mentioned as well, they've got these little rings in. That helps you stack them. So anything will stack with anything. There you go. A big building project, so you can do what you like and mix different types of tower, column, etc. Brilliant. What else have we got? We've got these. Oops, never mind. I'll get that later. We've got these spare steps. I think these are just spare steps that I didn't use, so I've popped some clips on those. What can I do? I can stick those on the side onto these little runners later, and they can be an ad hoc platform. I've got a feeling, until I get annoyed with it, until they get a bit, you know, because it's wood, and if I use them too much, they might get a bit, you know, too much of a tolerance eventually. But for the moment, they fit in beautifully there. I might glue them eventually, or I might just pop just a tiny bit of glue on to just make them fit a bit better and take them on and off. Might be a bit of maintenance later, and then I can keep my clip system modular, can't I? Then we've got these. We'll do these next. There we are. It's great big walkways that go around the top of the towers. There we are. Brilliant. So I've got 3 of those, and so they can go all the way around, like so. So I can make one big kind of landing pad size thing, or here's the clever bit. You've got these little clips here, like so. Little clippy things, and they go on to well, just about anything really. So you've got these other walkways that you get. So you take them off, put them back on. There we are. Have I done that right? Yes, there we go. And you can make your walkways with them, because I think it's really important to get off the ground, isn't it? Don't you think? And so you can put those like so, and link them to another level, like so, with some more clips. Perfect, don't you think? That's what we're after. Get it off the ground, get it 3-dimensional. That's the kind of battlefield we want to be on. And indeed, these runners, halfway down, or indeed at thirds, can also fit. There we are, and you can have your system going from level to level at a different altitude. Wonderful, wonderful. You can even really go crazy. I've made a crazy one up here. There we are. I've put 2 of these big landing pad type ones together. There we are. Oops. What should we do? Should we use that one? There we go. There we are. And then I can link that one there later with another clip. You see, now I think that looks super. I'm very impressed with that. So what say we put some paint on and make up something that looks a bit like a battlefield? What do you think? There we are. Good spread out warren there. Lots of different levels though, which is great too. The Arbites, the enforcers, are advancing on the Delac. Can the Delac hold them off, pin them down while they escape into the shadows? I don't know, but I'm keen to find out, aren't you? But let's see how much. Should we have a quick kind of rejig and see what we can make it look like? So we've got quite a wide setup here. Let's bring it together and see if we can get a couple more levels in, shall we? Yeah, let's have a go. Easily, with a couple of minutes and a bit of finagling, we've been able to add a whole level up there. We've put 3 levels of walkway in, and it does feel quite close, claustrophobic. It feels like what I want the Underhive to do. It reminds me of when I opened that box all those years ago, and we were running around on all these walkways and smashing each other off them with shotguns and grenades and stuff, and it's really recaptured that feeling this set has. Certainly brought the gangs closer together. They might shoot each other now, but it's brought them closer together first, hasn't it? So there we go. So while you are stalking the hive, remember that it's not necessarily about the gun that you have or the grenade you are fondling. No, it may not even be about the target you've acquired. For me, it's about the shadow that you find to hide in. You take care, everyone. Bye.